Imagine waking up in a sterile, dimly lit lab, your eyes slowly adjusting to the soft, diffused light. You look down at your hands, and a chilling realization washes over you. These aren't your hands. They appear unfamiliar, with subtle desaturated skin tones, and as you move your fingers, someone else's hand moves instead. A heartbeat monitor with glowing elements in the background shows a steady rhythm, yet your own sense of self is profoundly shaken by this unexpected experience. You feel every touch, every motion, every subtle sensation, but an undeniable truth persists: it's not your body. This isn't a fleeting nightmare or a vivid dream. It's a real, meticulously designed experiment that makes your brain believe you've swapped bodies with another person. The confusion and slight alarm on your face are palpable as the sterile lab, with its blinking lights and scientific equipment, underscores the reality of this profound psychological shift. This is the body swap experiment, where your perception of self is fundamentally challenged. In a groundbreaking study conducted by neuroscientists, two individuals were seated facing each other in a modern, high-tech scientific lab, bathed in cool, moody lighting. Each participant wore a sleek virtual reality headset, which displayed a live video feed. But crucially, this feed was from the other person's perspective. Electrodes were subtly visible on their arms, meticulously connected to monitoring equipment, highlighting the intricate setup designed to explore the boundaries of self-perception and body ownership. The experiment proceeded with a researcher dressed in a lab coat, gently touching one participant's shoulder. Simultaneously, the other participant, immersed in the virtual reality environment, saw that exact touch happen to the new body they were inhabiting in VR. This visual and tactile synchronization was perfectly timed, creating an incredibly convincing illusion. After just a few minutes of this precise sensory input, the brain began to accept this new reality, blurring the lines between self and other. A subtle electronic pulse sound effect began, syncing with the narration, emphasizing the scientific precision of the experiment. As the experiment continued, the participants started feeling a profound sense of ownership over the other body they were experiencing through the VR headsets. Their brain's intrinsic sense of self, the deeply ingrained neural map that defines "this is me," began to rewire itself almost instantly. This rapid adaptation demonstrated the remarkable plasticity of the human brain and its ability to integrate new sensory information into its self-perception. The subtle changes in their expressions, a mix of wonder and deep concentration, underscored the profound impact of this experience, accompanied by a heartbeat rhythm sound effect layering over the electronic pulse. Our sense of self, it turns out, isn't a fixed or immutable entity. Rather, it's a dynamic construct built moment by moment through a continuous stream of sensory input and cognitive processing. Your brain constantly combines intricate signals from touch, vision, and proprioception, your body's awareness of its own position and movement, to define who you are in the world. This complex interplay of senses creates the coherent experience of you, a process that is far more flexible than we often assume. The intricate, glowing brain scans and firing neurons illustrate this complex, ever-evolving process. When these fundamental sensory signals are intentionally rewired, as they were in the body swap experiment, your mind doesn't resist. It simply updates its internal narrative. It integrates the new information, and suddenly, someone else's body begins to feel undeniably like your own. This seamless integration highlights the brain's incredible capacity for adaptation and its reliance on consistent sensory input to construct our reality. The overlapping human silhouettes, rendered with a blue-gray tint, slowly fading in and out, visually represent this fluid and adaptable sense of identity, while the music builds softly, introducing an ethereal tone. Perhaps the most astonishing and unsettling part of the experiment occurred when a realistic, but slightly desaturated, knife was slowly moved toward that virtual body. Despite knowing intellectually that it wasn't their physical body, the participants' physiological responses told a different story. Their heart rate spiked dramatically, sweat levels rose, and a primal sense of fear was undeniably activated. This visceral reaction demonstrated the profound extent to which their brain had truly integrated the virtual body as its own, perceiving it as a genuine threat. The on-screen text, self, a flexible illusion, underscores this remarkable finding. Their brain truly believed that the other body, the one they were experiencing through the VR headset, could be hurt. This powerful illusion reveals the deep-seated mechanisms of self-preservation. So, if your brain can be tricked into feeling ownership of a mere fake hand, as demonstrated in other classic experiments, and even extend that ownership to another person's entire body in a virtual environment, it raises profound questions about the nature of our identity. The transition from a prosthetic hand to a human hand visually emphasizes this blurring of boundaries. Given this incredible malleability of self-perception, what does that truly say about who you really are? Are you merely a story your brain constantly tells itself, a narrative constructed from sensory input and memory? Is your identity a constantly shifting illusion, meticulously built and rebuilt to ensure your survival in an ever-changing world? The sequence of faces subtly morphing into each other, maintaining desaturated skin tones and soft lighting, visually represents this fluid and elusive nature of identity, while a soft piano melody begins, blending with ambient tones. Every single second, your mind is actively engaged in the complex process of rebuilding your identity. This reconstruction is based on a continuous stream of information, including memories that are inherently prone to change and revision, and senses that, as we've seen, can be easily manipulated or even lie. The crowd of diverse individuals slowly blending into one another, their features subtly shifting and merging, illustrates this constant, dynamic process of self-construction, where reflections in mirrors glitch slightly, showing momentary distortions before returning to normal. So, if your brain possesses the astonishing capacity to make you feel as though you inhabit someone else's body, integrating it so completely that you experience fear for its safety, then how can you ever be truly sure that the body you are currently living in, the one you perceive as undeniably yours, is really your own? This unsettling ambiguity is visually represented as a person looks into a mirror and their reflection subtly shifts to a different face, then back again, creating a moment of profound existential questioning. This experiment challenges our most fundamental assumptions about self and perception. It forces us to confront the idea that our identity might be far more fluid and constructed than we ever imagined. The camera continues to zoom in on the mirror reflection until the screen slowly fades to black, leaving us with the profound questions. Who are you really? And subscribe for more psychological mysteries. As the music fades into a low heartbeat rhythm, then silence.